for Bolton Road in the Riverside community. So my mom and dad drove down with the U-Haul and was unpacking, and a gentleman drove up in his car while we were unpacking and said, "Hey, we're getting ready to have a neighborhood meeting. We're starting a neighborhood association." So my dad said, "Well, you go with him. Mom and I'll keep unpacking." So I went with him. We had the meeting. I came home. I said, "Guess what, Mom and Dad? I am the president of the neighborhood association."
Whoa.
So first day in the neighborhood. Then I found out they were trying to burn hazardous waste behind my house. I got in that fight. Then I found out they wanted to put a landfill 2 blocks down the street. Got in that fight. We did crime watch and youth programs for the kids and neighborhood things. And people said, "Hey, you ought to run for the neighborhood planning unit chair." I ran for that and won. And then I got an opportunity to meet a lady who was running for council member of this district. And her name was Gloria Bermel Tanubu. Helped her in the last few days of her campaign, and then she asked me to come and work for her at City Hall. And that's kind of maybe when I first ran into Derek, because I was representing District 9 working with Council Member Tanubu. And that's where I really saw what happened and what didn't happen at City Hall met. And I tried to get my council member to do a few things, and he didn't pay me any attention. So people started saying, "You need to run for council." And I decided I would. And when I decided I would, I decided that I was going to be the council member that I wanted to have. And that meant that I was going to be trustworthy, number one. I was going to be accessible. I was going to show up at meetings. I was going to return things. People knew in my office, all the way up to now, when I work for president, they know the number one thing that can get you fired is if the phone rings and you don't return the call. If the email comes and you don't respond. You know, every once in a while something will slip through the cracks, but that is a big thing for me because you deserve that your elected officials respond to you. I want you to respond to me with your vote. I should be responding to you in other ways. So being responsive. And I did that. I did my job at City Hall. And I did my job in the community. At City Hall, Derek already told you, I was the one that got on every mayor's nerve. I guess I can get on my own nerves now. I was the one that, just couldn't be told what was going on. I had to read and I wanted to know and I did my own research and I pushed back and I voted no. So when somebody talks about how many times somebody voted no, it was a good reason. I don't vote no just to vote no. I vote no because I need to say no. And so that was how I ended up being.